Hey y'all. All right, Kyle with Inshore Edge here. Got a little swimming pool action here. Wanted to show y'all a couple of actually the two styles I've been using recently in my little run of big trout. Absolutely 100% on the learning curve, but I'm committing to showing y'all these things as I'm learning. I'm not going to wait to become sort of guru if that even happens several years from now. I think it's going to be most accurate as I figure it out as it's fresh. And so all I want to do is show you a couple retrieves. This one's going to be real simple. This is the Zman Swag LT 6-inch. I'm starting to get bent on this. This is not where all the big trout have come from the past 3-4 months. That's been the mag draft. But I'm going to show you the Swag LT. It's the same concept. They both swim exactly the same practically. So you got the little belly weight or the belly treble hook design to line through. So anyhow, not much to this. This is going to be short. I'm basically just swimming it. It is a slow roll swim. That's all I'm doing. I don't twitch it. I don't let it sink. These big swims, they don't sink very well anyways when the tail doesn't kick basically when it sinks. So not much action there. All you're doing is getting that tail to kick. Call that slow roll, kind of a slang, but slow. Slow is the key. You can speed it up a little bit every once in a while. Certain baits will allow you to do that more than others. So the Z-Man Swag LT will allow you to do that. The Megabass Mag Draft will blow out, meaning it'll turn sideways if you try to speed up. That's has to be slow. Anyhow, point being, the reason this is so simple and it works so well is these trout are feeding up, and so they're looking at the bottom of this trout, or not trout, this bait as they swimming by, and they see a big mullet. That's exactly what they see. And so that's creating that upward feeding instinct. It's that simple, y'all. Slow roll. All right. Now is the bait that has been even more successful, the Berkley chop block. This is in the category of glide baits. That is a whole category I am learning. I'll be learning for a long time, I can tell you. A lot of nuance to it. But the Berkley chop block, it's got a single joint. We've talked about it. It's a mesh joint, right? So basically you can see how that flaps left to right, and that's what allows it to chop, as I will show you right now. Now the key with this 6-inch, this is big by inshore standards, but it's really not. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. But what I found, getting this thing to chop, little tiny movements are key. I've noticed it'll blow out sideways if I do big chops, like pop, 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 pop. It'll turn upside down, goes all awry. That is not the case with the 8-inch. You don't have to worry about it with the 8-inch. But with the 6-inch, you want it to chop, that's money right there. Really the whole reason I'm showing this video at all. Anybody can figure out how to fish the big swim baits, but this chop block, I thought about this and through my own learning, someone could be doing this wrong the whole time and never know, especially if you're not fishing in clear water. So key, real tight little tail movements. Get that baby chopping. Then from there, that's just the basics of chopping it. Other glide baits, bigger glide baits that are designed differently will give you better chopping action, and you can probably hit that a little bit harder than the little fine twitches. But that's the key for this 6-inch, and this has been wildly successful for big trout. Awesome bait. And I'll get more into the specifics of why I choose certain colors, but little hint, that is one of my favorite colors right there, shed color. It's all about that contrast. And here's why that contrast is so important. You'll see here in kind of stained Mississippi water, that flash, that contrast really pops. To me, that looks just like a mullet or a pogie. So the other thing you can do when I'm chopping it, chop, 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 I can do a quick dart, like 2 fast reels, 1 fast reel, and then let it spin out, or just kind of, you'll see when it falls, it doesn't fall straight down. It'll fall in the direction that you basically last twitched it or last reeled it. So it'll go left, right. We get some killer bites when we do that, or chop, chop, chop. These trout I'm finding will follow it. They'll tail this lure, and so they'll be following, you chop, 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 and then you do a little quick spin out, and it turns around and looks at them. I don't know if that'll show on camera or not, but it's pretty wild. We get bit like that too. That'll trigger it often. Takes a little effort. It's not difficult. If you can work a top water, you can end up working this. If if you're familiar with twitching a top water bait or a twitch bait, this will come naturally. It's not going to be a big learning curve at all. That's just really learning where the big fish are. And what this has done for me, it's really shown. It's as I've been learning and trying to find out where the bigger fish are, this has really accelerated that, because big fish will show themselves not only by eating it but following it, and it really just accelerates it. Now you have two things helping you figure out what big fish do and where they like to hang out. So that's pretty much it, y'all. Not a lot to it. I'll go over through gear and techniques in a little bit, but this was solely just a clear swimming pool and kind of show you how to work it and make it get it to do the action that you want it to. All right, this has been Kyle with Inshore Edge. Appreciate you.